All right, man. Long-time NBA insider Marc Stein revealed some bad news about the Detroit Pistons ownership. You know, a lot of fans want to know, with them having a 14-game losing streak, will changes be coming? He has some bad news and even some worse news. He basically said that there's no changes really coming to the franchise as far as the front office. Now, where it get worse at is, he said, because the ownership is disinterested. All right, they disengaged. That's what he says. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. So, Gores, you know, he make money elsewhere. You know, if you didn't know, he's Michigan State alum. Got some equity companies and stuff of that nature. He makes money elsewhere. So, basically, with him being disengaged, he don't care about nothing. And once again, with the bad thing about the Pistons moving downtown is that downtown, you know, especially compared to like Chicago and New York, it don't really got much attraction. All right. So when people go downtown, the attraction is the casinos. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to expand it. And now I didn't even know they had a Gucci store down there until Anton Daniels said something about it. Shout out to Anton Daniels, great YouTube channel. And I didn't even know it. Like, I don't go down there no more. When I was younger, I used to go down there, party and stuff of that nature, you know. But we get older, you know, I ain't got time for the niggatry. Sorry, y'all know what I mean. But yeah, but if I do go down there, a lot of times it's middle of the day. So, you know, I finally went down there for the Ribs and Soul Fest or whatever. I think that's what we went to. And, you know, I was just seeing how different it was. And, you know, for the most part, you know, people go to hockey games, people go to the basketball games, Little Caesar, as a part of the downtown experience. Either you're going to hit the casino first, go to the game, then hit the casino, or do both. You know, find something to eat, you know, all that. You're going to make it an experience, you know what I'm saying? But even some people may do a staycation down there, you know what I'm saying? So it's part of, they had the 11th or 12th best attendance last year or something like that. So if I'm even though I'm not charging top dollar for the ticket, but if I'm still in top 13, top 15 of attendance, what urgency do I got? What do I care? I'm making money. I'm making a profit. You know what I'm saying? And money's nothing to him. I'm making a profit. People still coming to pay to see. We got cheap ticket prices. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going to use all my gas money, drive at the Auburn Hills. And the experience of Auburn Hills was going out to Great Lakes Crossing and, you know, maybe getting a hotel, you know, and staying out there and watching the game, or if they play 2 and 3 games and 2 games in 3 days, whatever, at the crib, or back-to-back staying out. That was it. You go downtown, you know, you got the casinos, you got the Gucci store, got the Under Armour store, got the Nike store, you know, you got a number of restaurants, you know what I'm saying? You know, Joe Mauer's, Amiavo's, down there, you know, you could party at Nicky's, you know what I'm saying? So it's really a great place to have a staycation, especially if you don't want to fly nowhere or drive nowhere before the weather. And he's benefiting from that. This is why the move from Auburn Hills to Detroit was a very good move. People say, well, he moved from Auburn Hills, and I love the Palace too, but I wanted to drive all the way out there to see the Pistons. You know, then you got to pay for parking there, and he got to keep the parking money and all that. But the thing about it was, moving into the city, it just amplified what they doing downtown. You know, tearing down Joe Louis, turning them into condos, which I think they should have did something else with it. You know, getting rid of the racist name Cobo Hall. You know what I'm saying? I think I did a video on this channel about the history about Cobo. Was it Albert Cobo, whatever? Read up about him, where you can put a Cobo, Motor Street Sports Talk Cobo in. And I talked about the history of Cobo and the history of how the city of Detroit, how they try to make the financial crisis and try to put that on black leadership in its history of Detroit, before a black person was even allowed on the west side of the Detroit, because, you know, the east side is, you know, Black Bottom is where, you know, black people was able to thrive, and they lived at and industrialized, and they started to thrive there. Not saying it was perfect. And you know what they did where Black Bottom at? They put 75 right through it. Is that 75 or whatever that freeway is it 75? That's right there. They go right by Ford Field and them. I know Turner from 96 to M10. I think that might be 75. I could be wrong. They built it right through there. Put Ford Field and Comerica right there right now. So yeah. So it was a strategic financial move for them to put it down there. It was smart. Attendance jumped up. And then another thing they did was good. They basically, did what the NBA did and what the NFL failed to do, and that's intertwine the NBA culture with the Detroit hip hop culture, with hip hop in general for the NBA, and Detroit culture for obviously, Little Caesars Arena, the Ice Cam, and they using the urban things to stay afloat or whatever. And of course he disinterested. Now if he losing money, major money, then he probably gonna sell, but he don't care what's going on, bruh. Until fans start coming to the game, until start making national media, they lose 20 games, 25 games. He really don't care. He seemed like one of them guys that seemed to be loyal to a fault. Troy Weaver, he got so many strikes to get him. He missed every draft pick in the 2020 draft. Everybody's starting to see what I said about Isaiah Stewart. It's no knock on him. If he see me, he probably gonna want to do something. It is what it is. But I'm just speaking the truth. He's not a starting caliber person in the league. He's a good bench guy. Killian Hayes, trash. Saddiq Bey was the best of them. They got rid of him. They passed up on Halliburton for Killian Hayes. They passed up on Tyrese Maxey for Isaiah Stewart. And they passed up on Desmond Bane for Saddiq Bey. And amongst the other couple guys that's balling out, like Devin Vessel and some other guys that's in there. But, it is what it is. They turn around, give Monty Williams a bunch of money. He don't want to be there. That's like being with a woman. You can't pay, y'all be wanting to pay women to stay around or beg women and chase women to stay around y'all. Red flag. Unless you just want to, unless you want to just go to the Chicago Taste Fest and just get a little bit of taste of it. I get it. But y'all get a taste of it and y'all want to wipe something that don't want to be wiped. And then when she do your ass dirty, you want to play the victim. No. You can't be chasing shit that don't want you. Once you got it, they gonna chase you. If you got the sauce, they gonna chase you. And you chasing Monty Williams, who clearly didn't want to be the head coach. And he clearly probably thinking like, I don't want to be here right now. I didn't want to do this in the beginning anyway. So you naturally, with a guy that said he took the job because of the money and the generosity, that's how he put it. You gotta question, is he fully engaged in, the organization, a shit show. Troy Weaver got a strike. Strike one was missing the 2020 draft. Strike two was hiring his homeboy as a GM, and he couldn't keep his hands to himself from other women. Therefore, that allowed us not to be able to get a candidate in M.A. Udoka. Strike three, like we playing hardball, was that weak ass open letter he put out there saying that, Cade Cunningham injury was an excuse on why we was losing basketball games. Now what's his fucking excuse? He put a whole open letter out at the last season, and then said, well, since we missed out the number one pick, all hope ain't lost. Man, please. How he got a job? How Ed Stefanowski still got a job? You knew Ed Stefanowski wasn't shit. And excuse my belligerence in this video, but it must be said. You knew he wasn't ish when he was the GM but didn't want to take the proper role of being the GM. When you don't have roles and you don't have structure with any business model, without your life, if you don't have structure, you're not going to have any type of stability. Go be a nomad. Go be a free spirit. You're not going to have any stability. And right now, the organization don't have stability. He don't have a structure. He don't have good counsel. And at the end of the day, we will always appreciate Tom Gores for moving these ninjas down to Little Caesars. We appreciate it. It enhances the downtown experience. Now, they expanding the Riverwalk and all that type of stuff. Now they got to start, tearing them old buildings. They either got to start turning them into condos, turn them into businesses. When it get a lot more safer and it's getting there, I propose them putting like a mall down there or something like that. But they can expand downtown a lot more than what they expanded to. Knock some of them businesses down for parking structures. I mean, you could do a number of things down there. You know what I'm saying? You can do an indoor mall like the Mall of America. That will boost the attraction downtown. But, like I said before, it's time to sell. If it's the Jeff Bezos, somebody that's competent. Somebody that's competent. When Marc Stein come out and say, well, he's disengaged in the franchise, you know what I'm saying? When you come out and say an owner is disengaged, like that means he don't give a hell what's going on. He don't care what's going on. Like Marvin Gaye said, he don't care what's going on. So, like I continue to say, it is what it is. That's the heartbreaking thing about it. Basically, they saying he don't give a F what's going on. He don't. And if they ain't made James Dolan sell the Knicks by now, they ain't gonna force this guy to sell to them. Because they don't care about Detroit. They'd rather Detroit be right where it is. The league hate Detroit. The league hate all small markets. That's why I think they should just have like a. They don't want to play 82 games. Maybe they should just have a 10-man league, and then they go around the world and playing, other teams. You know what I'm saying? Playing, Maccabi Tel Aviv and Italian teams, and that's how they build their record up, something like that. Because the NBA having 30 teams, whatever they got, 29 plus teams, it ain't working. Quite honestly, it ain't working, bro. Because everybody don't have an equal shot to win. In the NBA, I believe, don't quote me on this, but allegedly it's an entertainment company. So if you do find out some of the games are fixed, they're protected because they're not a sports company. If my memory serves me correctly. But hey, check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.